Hey, you tourists, it's your boy Domination. This is Back in the Basics. Check out the deuces, how we do Text Baby Man does back. You know what it is, the only place, only place, only place, only place, only place, only place go get it, only place go get it, only place go get it, only place go get it is right back in the basics. Check out the deuces, how we do Text Baby Man does back. You know what it is, real men rise up, fake men rise down. Real woman rise up, fake woman rise down. Practice where preacher preach on. And today's topic we're going to talk about is, hey man, yo, I like your video, man. What's your name again? Hey, and you're right, man. For all the commotion that's going on, what is the best solution to solve this problem? It's just simple. We got to have 3 steps of solution. Step 1, and you're right, we need to stop the hate. We need to start loving one another. Because I can't, one thing, I cannot stand a bigot, and I also sure can't stand a prejudice. And also racist. It's the same thing. But all racism is based on the color system. That's all it is. All race of Asian, black, white, all race slaving one another and killing one another and hurting one another. It should have never happened. But who responsible for this is the people individual, for those who run in power. And they know who they is. But yet they broke us up in groups. That's why you notice it every time when I'm out here in Texas. I notice that there's tensions between blacks and Mexicans. I can tell when I go out there. I can tell, and it's not all of them like that. But there's tensions against blacks and there's tensions against Mexicans. Even white sometimes. I can tell. I even have an incident with a neighbor, but unfortunately, you know, with a neighbor, I guess it's supposed to say in the Bible, love your neighbor, but it's guess your own neighbor hates you and then throwing ashes on your porch. But I know how you feel sometimes, man, but the people that hurt them, they don't mess with them. But the people that ain't did nothing to them, they won't say nothing. Because they look at your kindness as a threat. They ain't used to that. People don't like that. But they want you to be savage and mean like they is, and not. Just be calm, stay patient, and be calm, stay patient, and relax. You ain't gotta worry about anything, and be aware what everything takes place. For some of my people that buying the stuff that what we believe, we have to be careful because sometimes in the black community, for our brothers and sisters, that they think one people are towards an enemy or another. An enemy could be towards anyone but yourself and towards anybody but them. So anybody could be your enemy. Anybody can be your friend. It only takes one friend to have to earn to a friend, because friends is hard to find these days, especially friends, because your own friend will stab you in the back worse than anything with your enemy trying to get close to you and trying to act like they're your friend. But those are the ones that people want to be friends with, their enemy. But you don't want to be friends with the one that stay close to you, that will do everything for it. But the people that trying to get close to you, they're not trying to get close. They think they're close to you, but they really trying to be right close to you, trying to kill you, trying to hurt you. So people got to be aware. But the best solution is love. Love is the greatest gift that ever conquered all. And step 2, we need to get rid of this color system, because it tearing everybody apart. Ever since that stuff Ferguson went down and over there in St. Louis, it's not going to solve a thing. It get to a point everybody is pain is more important than the others, but they don't realize it destroyed their selves and destroyed one another. I mean, I judge on the base of the person of their action and that person's character they is, not because of their skin. I don't care what race they are. And I said this before. If you're racist, you're part of the problem and you keep it alive. So and you know, we gotta look, everybody's human. Regardless of one race is different or not, even if we're not the same, we got to start treating like we're the same. Only way we act like we're different when we treat each other different. Step 3. The problem with that is we need to start educating ourselves instead of being education to ourselves. What I mean by that, we need to study where these what these slurs coming from, because a lot of times they don't know what it means. Especially when you hear the word nigger, cracker, spick, oriental, fag, and all that, they need to start study where all these terms coming from and why do they program a group of people. Why do they think like that? Like, I come to find out the term, the N-word, and I don't like saying it again because I know there's some of my brothers and sisters do not like that word. I understand that. But I will tell them the reason why they say that word is because people say it's ignorant, but it's more than that. The word N-word itself, if you look at what the word really meant, it meant is they believe in the Western culture that black is always symbolized of death, and they believe that black was the slave owners. The slave owners who owned slaves in the African plantation of slaves, all the way Pacific to all the say Pacific to America. They believe, even though they put them in the South, they believe that slaves to them, they look at them as purity and socially dead. I'm telling you, when I found out what that word meant, they're saying it's an ancient ritual. Is going to rise from the dead. This is why they calling black people this name. I don't think the Europeans know what that word meant. They just be saying the word. Now, some would know what it meant, but a lot of times they don't know what it meant. You can look this stuff up. Even some of my brothers and sisters don't know what it meant. But be surprised, they might know what it meant. That's why we need to look at these certain slurs. And also, it got something to do when people mention the word mention the word Negro is another word for Navajo. Basically means dead. They're trying to say that the black community is a dead race, dead history, and remain ignorant to not know their history. That's why you hear brothers and sisters always say, know your history, control your dollar. And you got to. Every other race does. But we do need to know who we are. And we need to look at it. We got to hold ourselves accountable for our actions. And every other race got to look at too. You can't say one group of race do this. All group of race done this. All of them. So I'm very careful who people I'm talking to. It could be one of my own or any other race. The only people who want to stay the people who want to be the only people who you're gonna stick with is the people who want to stick with you. Gonna stick with them, regardless if it's the same complexion of your color or they not the same complexion of your color. We need to start treating each other human. Cause I had enough with this. Because when a neighbor just called me the N-word, me personally, I start to laugh because I find it funny. Because that says more about them than anybody. So they don't like being people discriminate against them. But they're going to buy what they've been taught. They're going to buy into that. So when you discriminate or towards another race of people, you discriminate towards yourself. You become bigoted to yourself. You become a racist to yourself. You become a prejudice towards yourself. Just like the term the cracker. I never use this word, even though the N word is more offensive than cracker. Cracker meant it come from slave with a whip. Every white person owned slaves. That's not even true. Some of it, but there was some. They even said black community slave people. Africans sold other Africans, and Europeans sold Europeans. I'm telling you, man, people can look this stuff up, and history says itself, and they did it towards each other. And I do believe these powerful certain individual groups of people who created this spectrum of this mantra. It's hard to get out of this. That's why people buy into stuff what the news fed them and all this information. You need to get the true information, true indeed, and towards yourself and what says in your heart. Regardless of how many books you read, no matter how much you search in the internet, you have to find out the truth for yourself. And truth for yourself when you find it and when you seek out from God. You know, everybody has a purpose. What their purpose is. I want to change the world. I want to change the world and convince the people they can change the world too. If only I could help out one person, just one for once, regardless if they're the same complexion or a different complexion of mine. I just want to change the person once, for they can do the same thing. If I can help them, they can help somebody else too. For they can make awareness out of the world what's going on. So we can't be being manipulated, because once we be manipulated, they got us in the hole and got us back. So Cracker what basically meant they trying to say every white person ain't never been slaves, and that's a lie, because they were, right along with Africans. And you know, we need to look at these racist slurs and why they say it, and why they, you know, when you hear these certain racist slurs, they got a .com and they will explain you what these racist slurs, where they come from. You can go to Google, but watching some of my videos, it will tell you all these racist slur means. But once I say these are the 3 solutions to fix this problem. What's the best solution, people? Love each other, embrace one another. Because love is the only one can defeat hate. But hate could never defeat love. Because if there is no love in this world, it's always going to be hate in this world. So peace and one love for everybody. All right, Eddie, I like your video. Keep doing. It's true. If you got a sexy, beautiful sister, I hope she be a wonderful lady. All right, brother. Because when I met brothers, I bled all for the other brothers, regardless of that, how different we are. Let's come together and let's solve the solution once and for all. All right? All right. It's your boy Domination. This is Back in the Basics. Show to do this is how we do text, baby. Until next time. All right? All right. Peace and I'm out.